So when it comes to cutting of trousers, there are several ways in cutting of trousers. I particularly have 4 ways of cutting trousers, but there's just one that's divine for me. That's what I'm coming to teach in this video. These are the measurements we are going with. Our waist being 34, our length being 37, our thigh being 22, our knee being 18, our bars being 13, and our waist to knee being 21. It's very important you always take your waist to knee measurement. Don't just take the length of the trousers and divide it to 2 to get your waist to knee. It's important you take your waist to knee measurement. Before we start, we make sure we get the edge of our fabric straight. This way. After getting this, we start. We measure the length of our trousers being 37 plus 2 inches hem of allowance. We square in again here, 37 plus 2 inches hem of allowance. Then now we measure our waist to knee measurement. Waist to knee was 21. So 21, instead of marking the 21, you make it 20. The reason because we'll be putting on a band. So we'll get our 21 back. So we have our 20. Then to get your seat line or your crotch line, your waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1. That's for men. Waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 in order to get your seat line or your crotch line. So our waist being 34, 34 divided by 4 will give us 8.5. So 8.5 plus 1 making 9.5. So meaning our seat line becomes 9.5. So now we draw our lines. To do your crotch line measurement or your seat line measurement, your waist to knee line measurement, and your hem line measurement. So after doing all this, we now come to our thigh measurement. Our thigh is 24. So 24 divided by 2, which will give us 12. So you put in your 12 here. You make it 12.5. Because with me, after doing my trousers, I have 1 inch hem allowance. That's the inseam allowance. So this one becomes 12.5. That's plus half. So after this, you divide your 12.5 into 2, giving us 6.25. After getting this 6.25 being the mid of the trousers, you come inside again. You come in half of an inch this way. So now this becomes our center, not this. You divide your thigh. Your thigh was 24 divided by 2, giving us 12. So the 12 plus half. So from here to here was 12.5. And now your 12.5 divided by 2 gave us 6.25. So 6.25, you come inside again, half. So this becomes the center of our trousers. After you measure the measurement we have here, we have 5 3/4. So you put in your 5 3/4 here and square in. And rule your center line this way. So we have it like this. Then now we come to our knee. Our knee measurement is 18. 18 divided by 2 give us 9. So 9 this way. We divide the 9. We share it. We have here and here. So here 4.5. Here 4.5. Giving us our 9. You now come to the bar. The bar is 13. So 13 will give us 6.5. So 6.5 to also divided by 2, which will give us 3.25. So you put in 3.25 here this way. After this, come up 2 inches and rule another line here. We do this 2 inches because you realize that when you are hemming a trouser, sometimes the hem does not lie down very well. So we come up 2 inches to make sure that this part from this 2 inches to the hem is having the same measurement. So you put in the same measurement here, this way, having the same measurement. After this, add half inches to all the measurements you did. Then now you do your connecting. So you connect this and this. These parts are being connected with straight edges. These parts are being connected with straight edges. Also, this part is being connected with a curve. This is how the curve is. This is how you place the curve. Not this way. Push the curvy area out and you draw it this way. So this part also is being connected with the curve this way. Check the placement of the curve well. This way, not this way. This way. So now you come to the waist area. You take your waist measurement. The waist was 34 divided by 4. Give us 8.5. So you come to this side, you put in your 8.5 plus half. This half is constant for everybody, the same as we added half here. So you come here again in order to get a slant line for this side. You measure your 8.5 here plus 1.5. This 1.5 too is constant. Then now you connect this way. After this, you come down by half of an inch. The reason for which we are coming down half of an inch is that you realize that there are some of the trousers, after you wear, you see some puckering at the crotch area. When you come down this half inch and you draw to the side, it gives tension to this area to make it lie down very well. After this, you measure 2 inches from this slant line. That's our fly front or our flap. We are doing a trouser that has the flap attached to the trouser. After doing this, you now come down from this line. Let's say you can do this 6.5. Mostly when you are doing your flap, don't come down more than 8 inches. It's either from 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5 to 8. Don't come more than 8 inches. Let's say this one, if you have to come down 8 inches, just check the amount that's left over here. So we can do this one 6. And let's say after doing everything, your waist was 40. 40 divided by 4 give us 10. So meaning from here to here would have had 11 inches. That's plus 1. So our crotch will come somewhere here. So this one you can do with 8 because this one is quite deeper. But this one is not deep, so we are making it 6.5. After you measure the amount left here, 2.5, and square in and draw your line this way. And after you draw this, you make sure you can use a curve, but you make sure it sits on this line. It shouldn't be something like this. This is wrong. Make sure it sits on the line. So this is our front trouser. So now that we are done cutting the front trousers, you bring it to this side, you place it down this way. So after this, you come here, you add 2 inches here and this part to 2 inches. Then this side you add 3 inches. After this, you do your connecting. This way. And now let's come to the waist area. With the waist area, you measure from here to here. That the waist divided by 4 gave us what? 8.5 this way. Let's remember initially we had our waist at this side and we came down half of an inch. So we'll measure to that side and come up 2 inches from where it ended, the 8.5 ended. 2 inches. That's for men. Men is 2 inches or 1.5. After this, we draw a line from the side through this. Then now we put in our waist measurement again. That's our 8.5 plus 3 inches. This 3 inches has half inch for the side sewing, half inch for the dart, and 2 inches for the back sewing. After this, you connect this to the crotch area this way, to the front crotch area. So it's like this, you connect to the front crotch area, then you connect this line to the back, and also do this. You can use a curve. Make sure it sits right on the line this way. So this is it for the back trousers. And now we cut out. Sometimes after finishing your trousers, depending on the measurement, you realize that this part is so sharp this way. When it's sharp, make sure you just blend it and make sure it's straight. So now this is for our male trousers.